Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here, post-editing Theo here. Real quick, I just wanted to let you know I have no idea what happened to the in-game audio, but it is going to be distorted throughout the video. I'll try and have it fixed by next week, but just so you have a heads up as to why the audio sounds so funky in the background for the game, it's distorted. Today we are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we have a video that I am so excited for. I am probably gonna actually make two videos out of sort of the same idea but with different events, but today we are going to be taking a look at Rainbow, LR, BEERUS, and Whis in the same rotation as the brand new Dokkan Fest Fizz BEERUS. I was lucky enough to get this guy, and their rotation together is super disgusting. I really wanted to get Whis, but unfortunately I wasn't able to pull him. I may or may not update this in the future and do a video with all three of them on one rotation, but for now I want to do a video covering them on the rotations with Boss Rush, and then covering them on something like Infinite Dragon Ball History. Boss Rush because I want to do Dokkan events, right? Just because obviously those are a little bit shorter, and we'll see what kind of damage that they can output then. And then obviously Infinite Dragon Ball History is mad long, so we'll do it like that. As well, because the Dokkan events are a little bit easier, we can bring a bunch of support units and stuff like that. We are going to go over these two in a second, but I want to explain the team a little bit first. We have Cronoa here because she does give a boost to 3 ki. Now, I tried to get support without attack boost, but gave ki because I kind of want to see what they can do naturally without a attack boost from a support passive. Unfortunately, you know, to my knowledge, or you know what I was looking at in my box, I couldn't find that. But I suppose that for that trade-off, right, of giving the extra attack, we do have the critical hit chance bonus for BEERUS, which is pretty cool. So give and take, I suppose. It's not the worst thing, but let's just hope that, you know, when we get higher up, maybe she's not the one that's on rotation. These guys will be really good for this though, because they do give them 2 ki and 70% defense, which is really cool. So obviously that's going to help us a lot. And then BEERUS is here simply because he links very well with BEERUS and Whis as well. Plus, you know, making the stage have mad ki is also helpful. And obviously Zamasu is the leader. So real quick, I want to kind of just go over these guys and talk about the rotation before we actually get into it. It won't take me too long here, but I do think it is something that's interesting to go over. Essentially what we're going to be taking a look at here, we're not going to go over everything, but we're looking at passive skill for LR BEERUS, which is attack plus 80%, and then attack and defense plus 60% for 5 turns after receiving an attack, right? So that stacks, right, every time that they are hit. It is another attack and defense plus 60%. But that time that they get hit, right, only lasts for the 5 turns. But obviously, like the next turn, if they get hit a bunch, they're still getting boosted, right? And if they keep getting hit, they're going to keep getting boosted. And then we also have BEERUS here, which we're looking at. Where are we looking at it here? This part of the passive, plus an additional attack and defense plus 70% within the same turn after receiving an attack. So a little bit different. Obviously, he gets a little bit of a bigger boost, but his starts right away in that turn, right? So that is very interesting. Obviously, that is every single time that he is hit. And his does not have a restriction, right? It doesn't go away after a certain number of turns. That is partially why I want to try out both of these on events like Dokkan, like events. I thought there was another word for it, but I was tripping myself up. and then something like Legendary Goku event, since that is a little bit longer, and just to kind of see how these mechanics work out. The other really nice thing about these guys is their link set is almost identical, right? Godly Power, Prodigies, Innocence, Connoisseur, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle are links that these guys all share. The only difference they have is Berserker, and then this guy has Legendary Power, of course, because he is an LR. So really awesome with the links. That is why they are a super good rotation together. The issue, though, and this is probably the one downside with running both of these guys together, is that they both want to get hit, right? So when you're on a turn, typically there's not going to be a ton of attacks in every single slot. Now, maybe that's a little bit different on something like Legendary Goku event, but for Dokkan events that we are going to do today, that is not really the case. So that will be kind of interesting to see how that plays out. For this video, we are going to focus on LR BEERUS, but obviously we will still try and get the Fizz BEERUS hit as well. So let's pop back over to the game and let's go ahead and start it up here. This is going to be very interesting to see how this goes. By the way, I know I have the English translation mod, so I could have just done all of that in-game, but it is a little bit easier to have it all just kind of spread out in front of you on the wiki and being able to look at everything at once rather than having to hold the screen and looking at the links and switch between cards, right? It's just a little bit easier that way. Alright, so we are kind of goofed in the first place because we don't have both BEERUSes on rotation. For now, we are just going to work with it, though. We will do this to see if we can get BEERUS a couple more hits. But we'll get them both on rotation. Of course, as we set up our rotations, I don't know if we'll go through all of the boss rush, but we will definitely do at least 2 or 3. Because then that way, we can still set our rotations, right? Now, yeah, that was definitely a big oof on my part because I didn't let BEERUS get hit. I should have thought about the fact that those two, the BEERUS and Whis and the Zamasu, probably would have taken Goku out in one hit, which they did. So BEERUS is going to start building now, just the one hit though. The problem is we obviously have to put him off rotation. So maybe we'll just use this event to set up and see what we can do with minimal hits, right? BEERUS at the moment is at 60k. Okay, so we'll just kind of keep that in the back of our mind for now. I think that will also be fine. Again, I didn't bring any boosting items because I want to try and see as natural damage as I can. Of course, again, Cronoa is kind of the kicker for that one, unfortunately, but I suppose that the crit chance is a good exchange for that. Again, we'll, like, the optimal rotation that I think we're going for is either BEERUS and Whis and then WEERUS because they link very well, or what's the other one that I was just thinking of? Zamasu and Goasu with BEERUS and Whis. Probably that one, just because they'll get the extra key support. This doesn't matter. I don't even think I'm gonna let Zamasu like use his active skill at all. Okay, so I guess for now we'll put these guys here. This is good though, because we can at least get BEERUS hit once. What is his current defense at? Okay, so 97k. Okay, interesting. Alright, so we will see once they get on rotation. I think it'll be after the next rotation, BEERUS and Whis will be on rotation. So it should be pretty good. I'm thinking on Goku's event, again, we probably won't get too much. They are obviously hitting for a lot already. I think that was just a 1.9, unless my eyes were deceiving me. But I do like this. I do like this so far. Definitely let's get BEERUS off rotation, or BEERUS. Let's get WEERUS off rotation, so then that way we can start getting him to possibly link with them. It is really crazy too. Him, what is it? He has like 2 links. 1 or 2 links, I think. that are different from BEERUS and Whis. It might even be one. I'd have to double check off the top of my head. But regardless, though, he links very well as well, so that's cool. Again, I'm really hoping to get Whis eventually, so I could try out that rotation for a video, because I think that would be cool. But I figured I'd do some content on this just because I really like LR BEERUS. I think he's a really interesting LR. And since I was able to get the new BEERUS and mine is Rainbow, right, might as well take advantage of that fact. Alright, so Cyrus is going to do his thing. He's going to hit for that 600k. I like it. I dig it. Let's go ahead. Okay, so now, actually, funny enough, we have the optimal rotation here. What do we want to do here? Because I almost think that BEERUS and Whis will take them out. What are we at for defense? Okay. So attack, why have I not been keeping track of attack either? Isn't that the whole point? I'm so used to looking at defense stacking units. Okay, so let's keep in mind, this is both with one attack to each of them. We have about 400k, 370k for LR BEERUS, and then 120 for Fizz BEERUS. Okay. Because I don't want to put them here, or I kind of want to put them there because I almost don't think that they'll, you know what, nah, let's just do this. We'll just take the L, I guess, if they end up taking out Goku and we don't get BEERUS hit. I love this super attack, by the way. It's so nice. Eventually I am gonna do a rebuilding the assets on BEERUS. I might even do 2. Yeah, they're definitely gonna take him out. Dang it. Okay. That's unfortunate. But we will be able to do a little bit better on the next Dokkan event. I know we still have one more stage here, but we will be able to do a little bit better on the next Dokkan event, simply because we'll have our rotation set. This is also kind of funny. I guess I mean, I know this is kind of dumb, but I guess I am just going to keep Zamasu and Zamasu on rotation. Just because I want all the support units rotating in and Cyrus rotating to the 3rd slot. So I guess we'll just do this. It's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, we're trying to optimize BEERUS and Whis and BEERUS. So it's not like a traditional run of the event. So it doesn't really matter, but it is still kind of funny. So we'll see on the next event. The next event is Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So for that one, we will not have type advantage, but we are still going to get BEERUS and Whis out here next rotation, and they won't have type disadvantage on that stage, which will be nice. Cronoa putting in work, by the way. Alright. So, let's go ahead and check BEERUS' attack. Oh, okay, so we actually do have a very good rotation here. Okay, so same for them because they didn't get hit, but BEERUS did gain. I went from 120 to 148. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll give them the max key. They will get smacked up a little bit, which is good because that's what we're looking for. And then Cyrus can do his thing. I don't think LR BEERUS and Whis will take him out. That is a 4.3 million attack stat though. That's pretty disgusting. Oh, never mind. Wow. Okay. They did 3 million. That's disgusting. That's actually disgusting. Alright, let's move on. Bro, that was actually so gross. I'm kind of surprised. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I shouldn't be because I know how the card works, but man. Alright, so let's see if we can't get an STR key path going here. We can give them this. Perfect. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so they'll get max key right off the bat. This is good. This is good. I'm liking this setup already. This is also why I wanted to take on Boss Rush to test this on Dokkan events. Because then, you know, if we needed to set up, we could just do that. And we could get a little bit of a tease before the main course, you know what I mean? Alright, so, Let's see. We have Cronoa. Let's definitely at least give them one hit. So at the moment, they're at 290. And BEERUS is at 133. Or 133. 131. I was gonna say it definitely doesn't carry over from the previous Dokkan events. But what that is that's Cronoa's boost that's getting to them to that. So I don't think it'll be lower. Wow, look at that with all those orbs. I don't think it'll be lower than this turn, but we'll see. 6 million. Oh my gosh. That's after one hit. Obviously, they have type disadvantage and they did not crit. So that's a 1.4. But dang. That is impressive. That is really impressive. Also, I like that screenshot a lot. Okay. So we're going to have our boys fuse here. We're going to have this gun twice. So we're going to take a quick nap here. But I am very excited about this. This is only making me more hype to try these guys out on the Legendary Goku event. Because if they're already doing this good, this is going to be fun. Okay. Is there any way? I don't think we can avoid it. I was going to say I want to avoid getting the Dokkan mode. If I can. But I don't think I can. Okay. You know what we're going to do then? We're going to skip it. So then that way Vegeta can take a little bit less damage. And then we can keep... Well, I don't think that's... Well, is that fair to do though? Because isn't the whole point that it's a little bit shorter? Yeah, we'll give him the Dokkan mode. We'll give it to him. Because I was going to say we could not give it to him to stall and let them build. But then it's not natural, I guess, what we're doing. We have the 2 Zamasus on one turn, but it just doesn't feel right. We're just going to let it rip. Beyblade, let it rip. The long stalling we can save for Legendary Goku now. Okay, Zamasu, do your thing. Wow, that was actually quite a bit. BEERUS might honestly take him out. Yep. Oh, no, he didn't. By a hair. That's impressive. Alright. So let's see. So what are we at now? Yeah, definitely not low. Well, actually, his is lower. Because it was 131, right? But I believe that is because he didn't get hit, right? And they're at 376. Okay. Alright. So let's let them get hit then. That'll be an extra hit building to them. Again, unfortunately, BEERUS is not going to get hit here. But of course, we are focusing a little bit more on the LR, so that is A-okay. 4.7. Okay. So keep in mind, he's only been hit twice, I believe. 3.6. Wow. That's really good. That's really, really good. And that turn that he had that, like, what was it, like the 6 million attack set or something? He had Cronoa on rotation. So it's not really fair to judge it that way. Alright. We are not going to transform them, though. I know it's just saying, it doesn't feel right to stall it, but I'm not going to give them the transformation just because. That's what I said in the beginning of the video, so I'm going to stick to my guns on that one. Alright, let these guys go. This has been an interesting experiment so far. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Definitely drop a like below and sub if you are enjoying, because I would much appreciate it. For your boy BEERUS. This is very exciting. I'm so glad that I pulled him too. Because like my luck on the past couple double rate banners has been awful. When it comes to normal Dokkan Fest, like I pulled Cooler first multi, I pulled BEERUS, I think it was second multi. So like, I don't know, my luck is all over the place. Anyway though, back to this. So, this is going to be a lot of damage. So now he's at 251, okay. let's do this because that's definitely the Ultra. He will be taking 2 hits again. Unfortunately, BEERUS. Wow, 675. Okay. Unfortunately, BEERUS is not going to be getting hit here because BEERUS and Whis will definitely be taking him out by the time that happens. 4.3. Okay. So needless to say, right? These guys are really good. I think that point is clear. I think after this Dokkan event, we will we'll call it. Just because, yeah, I think you understand the point by now, right? What we're going for here. So I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. I might space it out a little bit because, like I said, I did want to do that BEERUS rebuilding the assets video. But I will be doing a video going through Legendary Goku event with BEERUS and LR BEERUS and Whis together. And obviously not this jank team that's meant to just like focus on that specific rotation, right? We'll make a little bit more competent of a team for that. But that'll be interesting to see. Obviously, I feel like Fizz BEERUS will probably shine a little bit more in that just because, well, his boosts, right? LR BEERUS and Whis boosts, like those times that he'll get hit will disappear after 5 turns. Granted, we'll be putting him in situations where he'll be continuously getting hit, so he'll still be getting boosts, right? But it isn't like infinite, you know what I mean? Okay, so we're at 274 now. 120 for Fizz BEERUS. We are just gonna let Vegeta hit my mans up. I do kind of wish I really wish we could see the attack stat next, but let's let this final super rip, and then we will be good to go here. 5.4 million, bro. Oh my gosh. Can we get the crit on this one since we have the... No, but it doesn't matter. I was going to say because we have Crono on rotation. Dang. Okay, so by now, we are definitely good to go. I think the point of these guys has definitely been presented. Again, I will do that video of them on Legendary Goku coming up here soon. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. Definitely let me know what you think of this disgusting rotation. Until the next one, catch you in the next one. Epic repeating too. Out. Peace.